Hey everybody, Omar here, the Knife Shark Guy, and I am back with another fun-filled video for you. And today I have a brand new knife for you from Spyderco. We're going to be doing a quick unboxing on this guy. This knife has been around for, it's been talked about for about 4 or 5 months. It's only been out for, what, 6 weeks maybe? It's not even in stores yet, okay? It's still not in stores. You're not going to be able to go down to like a Spyderco or a Cabela's and pick this guy up yet. That probably won't happen until, I'm going to guess, like maybe like December, maybe even January. It takes a while for these knives to get into stores for whatever reason, whenever they release a new knife. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at it, find out what it is. And, here's the box. It's nothing special. You guys seen that. One of the weird things about this knife is that it came in a really long plastic wrapper. Look at that. I thought that was kind of weird. So I'll put the box aside. Let's take a look at this knife. Do some size comparisons. And for the first time ever, I'm going to do a paper cut test with this guy. I've actually already used it. This is the Spyderco Little Native compression lock. And I've actually been eyeing this knife for quite some time, even back when it was just a backlock knife. They still have the backlock knife version, so this is just another variation of the Little Native. This is an Eric Lesser design, so it's an in-house design from Spyderco. It's a very, very small knife. I just want to go ahead and give you guys a good quick look at it before I even start with the stats and so on and so forth. So there it is. There's the front of the knife. Nice close-ups of that. Okay, there's a nice leaf blade shape. There's your compression lock there, which works really well. I was very surprised that it worked as well as it did on such a small knife. My favorite thing in the world, guys, total open construction. I don't like to have like those half back spacers. I either want a completely closed construction or completely open like this. And actually, when it's only got one standoff, that's even a bigger deal. I love that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the specs of this knife. So the overall length of the knife is 5.94. The blade length is 2.47. The blade width is 1.125. We got a blade thickness of about 0.13. The blade material is S30V steel. So now you're getting into the beginning of the higher end steels. I call it the beginning. It's got a nice drop point blade with a flat grind. Spyderco is real famous for their flat grind designs. It's got a nice satin finish. A plain edged blade. They do have it serrated. I don't know anybody would want it, but you can have it if you want it in serrated. They do release it in the serrated version. The handle length is 3.47. We got a handle width of 1.125. Handle thickness is 0.44. The handle material, again, I said is G10. It is a black G10. Stainless steel, skeletonized liners, as you guys can see. You can see that they're skeletonized in there. For weight and design. The weight of the knife is 2.4 ounces, so it's a really light knife. It is a right or a left hand carry with tip up on right or left side of the knife. So you can take the pocket clip, and pop it over to this side and make it a lefty. If you're a lefty, no problem. It's a manual knife. It opens very nicely. 2 ways with the Spyderco thumb hole, if you're into that. Or my favorite, the compression lock, which is why I got the knife. It takes timing to get that compression lock to work properly. It takes practice, believe it or not. There you go. Do that enough times, it'll close beautifully. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons on this piece without further delay. So why don't we go ahead and start out with a Kershaw, everybody's favorite, the Kershaw bare knuckle knife. How about that? Just to give you a little idea how small the knife is. It's actually even smaller than Kershaw's handle. Check that out. I mean, it's real tiny. Real tiny knife. So there it is up against the Kershaw knife. How about my favorite, the Spyderco Swish Bowie, which is now discontinued, as you guys know. Probably still get this knife for like $700 if anybody out there is crazy enough to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So there it is up against the Spyderco Swish Bowie. CTS XHP steel. And how about a medium-sized knife? Let's put it up against the Watu. Spyderco Watu. There it is up against the medium knife. And I got the Zero Tolerance 0562. There you go. Let's take the Watu back. Okay, Zero Tolerance. Let's compare it up against some other small knives. How about the Chris Reeve and Cosi? So it's almost like a small, same size knife. Give you a little better idea there. Okay. How about a knife that I reviewed like last week, which was the Zero Tolerance 900, which is now discontinued. So there you go. And finally, to give you guys what I like to do on every video, I like to do the small, medium, and large deal. So we'll go ahead and put the little native on the end there. Let's go ahead and put the Watu up against it. And then finally, we'll go ahead and finish it off with a big knife, the Zero Tolerance 0562. So there you have it. Large, medium, and small, and the little native is in the small category. There you go. So there you have it. It is time for something that I never do on this channel because I always forget to bring the stupid paper out, but we're going to do it right now. How about a paper cut test with this S30V blade on the little native? Let's go ahead and check him out, see if he's any good. Look at that. The guy cuts so pretty. We love it all day long. It is the super sharp, barely even holding on to the knife. It is just spectacular. There you go. A little mess up there. Who knows what caused that. So the knife is very, very sharp. Right out of the box. So yeah, I always thought that the backlock version of this knife, I like the size of the knife, I like the way it fit in my hand, I like the ergos of the knife, I just didn't like the deployment of the backlock. So adding it in the compression lock was really very nice. I think I talked about this before with the compression lock. I always thought that they should have this compression lock kind of more, a little bit below the scale there. I don't know how they'd be able to work that out, because what happens is when you are using the compression lock, your hand, sometimes this part of your hand will actually pinch inside there, and it's kind of a little bit painful, a little bit, you know, yeah, a little painful, a little uncomfortable. You know, you can, when you use the compression lock, you'll feel that your hand, when you're disengaging it, the skin of this part of your hand actually gets stuck in there. I'm not the only one that's talked about it. Nick Shabazz has talked about it as well on his video. So you're gonna want to watch out for that. But still, once you get used to a compression lock, it's no big deal. Deploying it works really well. It just takes practice. It takes practice to get it open like that, drop shut, and then close. Because the whole thing is timing. Because if you're not doing the timing, what you wind up with is that, which is kind of annoying. But you can do it. It just takes practice to get that to open and close on the right timing, like I just did right there. So The compression lock is really a great, great innovation. It's also a stronger lock than the regular liner lock that you do, or even frame lock in the front. I can't talk about how that works. But if you wanna learn more about that, you can go check out Michael Janish's video on the Ojimbo. He talks about the compression lock and why it's a better design than the regular frame lock and the regular liner lock design. So want to keep that in mind. I do like how nice and light the knife is. I think the lightness of the knife is fantastic. Also, the ergos are really good for such a small knife, right? Because you can get, even though you can only get 3 fingers on the knife, they've designed it so you can still choke up on it, right? So you can put your hand over the entire handle of the knife and then hold it and still put your finger there and not get it anywhere near the blade, as you can see. So you can choke up on it really well. So the ergos are excellent on this for a very small knife. This would make a perfect office knife if you work in an office environment like yours truly. You know, you really don't want to walk around carrying a large knife. This is a perfect idea. It's probably one of the main reasons why I have so many small, little knives in my collection, things that I know I can carry in the office and it won't scare the hell out of anybody if I did pull it out. You know, it's just, you know, I mean, as much as I like a medium-sized knife and a large knife, it's just not practical for me to carry something like that at work. So every once in a while, I'll treat myself to a small knife just to change it up when I go to work. Because believe it or not, even a knife like the Watt 2, when you're working in an office, that might scare somebody, even though it's not, you know, very threatening or anything. This knife is on sale, by the way, I'm selling it, is what I'm telling you, on eBay. So you can go on eBay, check it out. I am selling it there. So the choice of steel was really was a good choice. S30V is a really good steel. So as you guys can check out the configuration of the knife. So this here is actually the screws for the knife. This is the tension for the compression lock. So you can tighten this here, and then this will be either harder to close or softer to open. If you did do that, that kind of changes the tension of it. I noticed when I was adjusting it, because when I got it, it was very, very stiff right out of the box. So I adjusted the tension on it, and now it's perfect. You don't have to worry about the centering on it because it's just dead. Right? So there you have it. I mean, like I said, the knife's a really great bargain. So if you're looking for a really small knife with really good ergos, with really good steel, that is just super sharp as hell, and you want to carry it around the office, this little guy is going to serve your needs very, very well. The deep pocket clip is nice. I don't know, you know, sometimes it's a deep pocket clip, but I mean, the whole point behind a deep pocket clip is that you hide almost all the knife, and that's the case with this one. Only this much of the knife is sticking out of your pocket. When you put it in your pocket, you only get like up to about there. So this little block here will be the one that's sticking out. It's a really small clip, but it does do the job. It's also got really great tightness there, so it's not going to come out of your pants. In fact, I actually had trouble clipping it onto my pants. That's how hard that is. So it's going to have to give a little bit more weight to that. Totally open construction on this. That is the main feature that I like on it. You can see the skeletonized liners. They've actually got the liners kind of skeletonized in there for weight. So it's a very nice balanced knife. As you can see, it balances on my finger really well for such a small knife. So there's the balance right about there. Just really, really great. Really great. The leaf shape drop point is nice. What I like about it is you can actually choke up on it, and then you have yourself, if you want to dig a splinter out, you got yourself like a little scalpel. You know, if you need to go do that, that's also something you can do with this piece. So if you're looking for a small knife, this is a really good choice. The price is great. The materials on it, G10, you cannot complain. The weight of the blade is nice. The action is great with such a small knife. I mean, look at that. Who wouldn't want to have that? I mean, like I said, the price is anywhere between $126 on eBay, and I'm going to go maybe as high as $140 for this little knife. What I'm saying is you don't even have to pay $140 for something like this. If you look on eBay, you'll find it's everywhere. The average price of this knife on eBay is about $126. So like with shipping and fees and everything, you're looking at about $136, and even $136 is not a bad price for this knife. I thought this is a really great purchase. A knife this small, you could probably carry, if you're one of those guys that likes to carry more than one knife in your pocket. I'm not, by the way, one of those guys that likes to carry more than one knife in their pocket. Although I did today, and it was a little bit weird. So I just wanted to see what that felt like. So I carried this in my Death's Horn Custom, and it was just a totally weird experience to be carrying something, carrying two knives in my pocket that I don't really, I'm probably never going to whip out. But I just wanted to see what it felt like to have two knives in my pocket, and I'm going to be very happy to say I probably won't be doing that again. I'm not one of these go out hunting in the woods kind of person, so... I'm an office guy, so that's, we'll stick with just a one knife in the pocket. So there you have it. The Spyderco Little Native in the compression lock version, which we've all been or at least I've been hangering about for quite a while. I'm kind of glad I got one. Final thoughts on it. Overall, it's just a great knife. If you're not into the G10 scales, you can purchase titanium brass scales. I believe they have them in different colors. And there's even carbon fiber scales, which I'm probably going to wind up getting for this knife. So there you have it. The Eric Glesser design, in-house design, Little Native compression lock knife from Spyderco. Check it out. If like I said, this is one of those where you could easily make it an impulse buy and not feel too bad about it because the price ain't too bad, and it's a really cool little knife, really is. So this is Omar, the Knife Shark Guy, signing off with another knife review. I do have some more knives coming. I'm trying to get a new knife maker to send me one of his boo-boo prototypes. I really want to go ahead. I really want to do that on my channel. I haven't done that yet. Unless one of you guys wants to loan me one of your knives, I will treat it with great respect and care so I could review on my channel. I would really appreciate it. I am trying to get more viewers on my channel. It's happening slowly but surely. I'm getting comments on my channel, so please comment on this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. We're on the verge of a brand new presidency. Let's hope. Because we want this pandemic to go away. You guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Over and out.